Welcome to the debut episode of the Phantoms Fantasy Football Show. I'm your host, Eric Solchin, broadcasting live outside the Phantoms Fantasy headquarters. As mid-season comes to a close, we now have our eyes set onto Week 8. Last week's results are in. Plus, we'll be previewing this week's matchups, standings, and power rankings. This will be a show you do not want to miss. It's the Phantoms Fantasy Football Show. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the results are in, and let's go right into it. Week 7, AFC recap. It was the same old Phantoms versus Chris's team. The same old Phantoms would win this 162-22 to 106-26. Next, we have Bad Boys versus Joe's groovy team. Bad Boys would win this 116-92 to 94-66. Moving on, Justin's Losers would face the 1-6 now Flying Dutchman. Justin's Losers would win this matchup 126-64 to 99.48. Jones in for a win versus JM's team. JM's team here looking for a win, and they find one, scoring 105-44 to 92-46. And the last matchup for the AFC, Sterling's team faced the number 1 ranked Luke's Legit team, and Luke's Legit team would not disappoint you, I would say, scoring 125-16 to 123.84. So a very close matchup there, and that is your AFC recap. Now, moving on to the NFC. Winter is here would face off against Jamar's Hamstrings in a very low-scoring game, 94.66 to 74.04. Winter is here would take the win. Julio Joneson versus the Fudge Packers. Julio Joneson, 130-34, takes the win over the Fudge Packers, who only put up 102-34. Okay. Next, Kittles and Bits versus Michael Swag team. Kittles and Bits would take this 134-56 to 97-04. Raptors versus John's team. John's team takes the victory 110-36 to 92-82. Win or lose, you suck versus B-Love. And B-Love again would take another beating as win or lose, you suck 138.82 to 97.08. We now look at our AFC standings. Our Division 1 leader, Luke's Legit team, improves to 6-1. Same old Phantoms will take second place at 6-1, not too far behind. Justin's Losers will fall to third place at 3-4. Sterling's team will be 2-5 in fourth place, and the Flying Dutchman will have fifth place in the division at 1-6. Earlier this week, we were able to speak with these same old Phantoms, getting a comment on how they feel their team is doing mid-season, and they had this to say, quote, "My team is consistent. If your team has a bad week against me, you'll lose. Teams have to beat me because my team does not hand over games. We don't run the flashiest team, but we get the job done." Team comparison for the year, the New Orleans Saints. Well, same old Phantoms moves to second place, just under Luke's Legit team. Luke, you may have your hands full as the season now hits the second half. Next, our Division 2 for the AFC. Our division leader, Bad Boys, is in first. Chris's team, then followed by Jones in for a win, JM's team, and Joe's groovy team is falling in last place in that division. Moving on to our NFC current standings. We have Michael Swag team in Division 1 as the top leader, followed by the Raptors. Third place is Winter is here. John's team will take fourth place, and fifth place, no one other than Kittles and Bits. We were able to get a word with Kittles and Bits, and Kittles and Bits had this to say on their mid-season performance. At the mid-season point, Team Kittles and Bits are still trying to find a way to win games. With the NFL team comparison of the Atlanta Falcons, we came in with expectations and haven't lived up to them at all. Also, similarly to the Falcons, we have no idea what a real defense looks like. Kittles and Bits, after having a rough start, is still trying to make a comeback this season. They will fall 17th overall in the power rankings and still trying to climb up. Still plenty of time left as we now begin our second half of the season. Division 2 standings. Julio Jones is in first place. Jamar's hamstrings. Third place is Win or Lose You Suck. Fourth place is the Fudge Packers. And fifth place is B-Love's team. We were also able to get a comment on Win or Lose You Suck and how they feel their season has come and developed up until mid-season, and they had this to say. Quote, "Whether the trade with Winter is here makes sense, I won't really know until week 9. I took a chance with Kyler Murray, but it's all about week 9 and up." Now we will take a look at the power rankings. Ranked 1 through 5 will find the green zone. Ranked 6 through 10 will find the yellow zone. Ranked 11 through 15 will find the orange zone. And ranked 16 through 20 will find the red zone. Number 1 ranked overall in the power rankings, you will have Luke's legit team at 6-1. Second, not far off, is the same old Phantoms. Ooh, that's going to be a rivalry we're going to have to keep our eyes on because both these teams play in the same division. Third place, we will have Julio Jones, who is also 6-1. In fourth place, we have the only 5-2 team in the whole league. It's the Bad Boys. Bad Boys have been making some moves lately as they have won 4 straight. In fifth, we have Jamar's hamstrings. They were fourth place last week and they moved down after coming off a tough loss this past week. In our sixth place, we have Win or Lose You Suck at 4-3. Michael Swag team at 4-3 for team number 7. Our 8th place team overall will be the Raptors. Our 9th place team will be Chris's team, and our 10th place team will be Justin's Losers. Justin's Losers actually making some movement here as they've jumped 3 spots from last week's power rankings. 11th place, we have Jones in for a win at 3-4. JM's team will be 12th. 13th overall is your Fudge Packers. 14th, Winter is here, and 15th is John's team. One thing about Winter's here that we should know about, they will have the least points against throughout any other team. Another thing to take note of is that Luke's legit team will have put up the most points for this year in Fantasy. Moving on to 16, we have Joe's Groovy team. Keels and Bits will move up 2 spots as they find the 17th spot. B-Love's team will move down 2 spots as they find the 18th spot. Sterling's team, he's probably struggling the most here offensively, have put up the least amount of points for with 669.88, are in 19th place, and 20th overall, the team that has taken the biggest beatings, the Flying Dutchman, as they've put up 973.32 points against, the most out of any other team, also losing 6 straight games. The average points total for a team is 888.18 this year, and our average week total is 126.88. Let's talk moves here. The team that has made the most moves is B-Love's team with 18, and the team that has yet to make any moves at all is Joe's Groovy team, making 0 moves on the season. Biggest win streak will go to the Bad Boys, winning 4 straight, and the biggest losing streak will go to the Flying Dutchman at losing 6 straight. Now, we will preview this week's matchups for Week 8. NFC up first, we have Winter is here, ranked 7th, versus the number 4 seed, Michael Swag team. Julio Jonesin versus Jamar's hamstrings. The number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed. That will be an amazing matchup. Of the Raptors, ranked 5th versus Kittles and Bits, ranked 9th. Win or Lose You Suck will take on the Fudge Packers. 8 seed will face the number 10 seed. John's team will take on B-Love. Now we move to the AFC. The same old Phantoms will take on Justin's Losers. Quite possibly the game of the week. Bad Boys versus Chris's team, the number 3 seed versus the number 4 seed. Sterling's team, the number 9 seed, will face the Flying Dutchman, the number 10 seed. So many big things will happen in that game. Hopefully we'll see a high-scoring game. Joe's Groovy team at 6 will take on JM's team ranked 8th, so another close physical matchup. And number 1 seed, Luke's legit team, will take on Jones in for a win, a number 5 seed. The number 5 seed, Jones in for a win, will have a tall mountain to climb. against Luke's legit team, but this is fantasy, and anything can happen in a fantasy football game. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will bring this show to a close. I'm Eric Soltran. Thank you for joining me today. This, ladies and gentlemen, has been the Phantoms Fantasy Football Show.